What's up, it's Jamal Crawford, and you're watching GD's NBA Highlights.
So Charles Barkley had some brutal words for LeVar Ball, and Steph Curry doesn't seem to be a fan of LeVar at all. Steph Curry was also asked what he thought about LeVar, and his response got pretty awkward. Barkley decided to call him out for his quote-unquote stupidity and stupid statements. Okay, I'm gonna take LeVar's side for a second. The last person to call someone out for stupid statements, the absolute last person, is Skip Bayless. Charles Barkley is second to last. Okay, third to last. Fourth to last. We're gonna pretty much get into what Steph Curry said and all three quotes Barkley had for Lonzo and LeVar. And let's face it, there is no in-between with Charles Barkley. There's no in-between. Either his statements make you laugh or want to throw yourself off a cliff. Mostly the cliff part.
Listen, I'm a dumbass.
Enjoy the video, guys.
And you're watching GD's NBA Highlights.
Yo people, what is up? We have a lot to cover in this video, starting with Barkley's brutal choice of words for LeVar, the actual Lonzo and Steph comparison, and we have to talk about Lonzo's shooting form, because a lot of people misunderstood what I said last time. No roasting, I promise. And we are going to get into some bonus Kawhi MVP talk at the end. So yeah guys, make sure to go down and hit that thumbs up. Let's aim for 500 likes. That's 5 Wilt Chamberlains. Let's do it. 500 thumbs ups, and if we get 6 Wilts, yo, that's incredible. So without further ado, enjoy till the end, guys.
It's just like what Charles Barkley is saying with all these guys. If Charles thought like me, maybe he'd win a championship.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh yeah, it hurt. Because he's saying sometimes when stuff come out of people's mouth, it's just stupid. Guess what? You talking too.
Holy shit, that's brutal. Now, I disagree completely because Charles could have had any mindset in the world, even Mamba mentality, but with number 23 on the court, he's not winning regardless. But what led LeVar to say this? I know you can be proud of your son, but at some point, it becomes stupidity. That is what Barkley had to say, and for the record, Barkley was the first to fire at LeVar. And after looking into a few interviews of LeVar Ball, he definitely still seems like an ego-driven father, but at the end of the day, maybe it's all coming from the right place. Now, this next Charles Barkley quote is something you guys will most likely agree with. Man, let me tell you something. That's AAU shit. You can't say a guy is going to be better than Steph Curry, a guy who has played 30 college games. I agree and disagree with Chuck here. I disagree because when Kyrie was in Duke, I'm like, this guy's gonna be a top 5 point guard in the league, and arguably the best scoring PG someday. And he only played 11 games. So I can see how LeVar sees the potential in his kid, though I also agree with Chuck because let's just tell it like it is, guys. Steph Curry, especially last year, set some pretty fucking high basketball standards. The dude was a sorcerer, a wizard, psychic, until June. Then he was a magician, 'cause he disappeared. So can Lonzo actually become better than him eventually? Well, let's look at Barkley's final quote to LeVar Ball. Just because you say some shit doesn't make it right. He's gonna be better than Steph Curry? That's what he said? Steph Curry has won a couple of MVPs. He's pretty good. I mean, I can picture a league where Lonzo becomes better than Curry, but obviously we have to adjust because by the time Lonzo hits his peak, which is usually around age 27, Curry's probably gonna be having a farewell tour. Dude is gonna be like 37, he might even be gone by then. But prime Lonzo Ball is gonna be pretty insane. Let's get into it.
LeVar Ball, the father of the Ball kids down in LA, he kind of keeps making headlines, and he's brought up his name a couple times with this song. Does some of the stuff he's saying bother you at all?
I don't want to talk about that. I wish his kids the best, and I know they're going to be great NBA players. That's their job. That's it.
Do you feel like he may be putting undue pressure on, a 19-year-old, 16-year-old?
Every person should parent their kid how they feel they should. I mean, that's it.
So that was pretty much Curry's response to what LeVar Ball had to say, and it seriously looked like he was going to throw some major shade.
I don't want to talk about that.
You you can tell he wasn't happy with LeVar's comments at all. It's not hard to see Curry or any other NBA player feel disrespected by being compared to someone who's not even in the league yet. But from a defense-offense standpoint, how will Lonzo compare to Curry when he hits his prime? Well, let's look at it from the eye test. So, defense. Now, I was doing some extra research for this video, focusing in on Lonzo's weaknesses, and I came across a video that detailed his weaknesses, but the video didn't do a great job explaining, so I went to the comment section.
No, God!
Yeah, I'm not the smartest person in the world. A weakness is that boy hella ugly. Not gonna lie, I laughed at this for a few seconds, few minutes. Even if he is ugly, is that really a weakness if he's gonna be titty 10 Instagram thoughts a week? Seriously, he's gonna go #1 and just slay all of Instagram. But someone else responded to him, and it was much better than anything I can say. If he was hot, would you have sex with him? You're gay as fuck. Brilliant. Only thing is, it's spelled your without the comma on top. Anyways, let's look at the facts. Defense as of now seems to be on the weaker side for Lonzo, but Lonzo is already taller than Steph, has a wider frame, and with some NBA training, he's gonna eventually be bigger than Steph too. This all leads to his potential defensively. Lonzo as of right now has his flaws, but there's a great chance he will be a better defensive player than Curry. He's more athletic and he possesses better lateral movement. He doesn't have the quick hands Curry has though, and Curry is incredibly sneaky with his steals. He might even be the second best PG at getting steals in the league, behind Chris Paul. Overall though, in the future, comparing them prime for prime, I'd give a prime Lonzo the edge defensively. It's okay, Steph. You get more bitches, probably. So before we compare them here, I just want to mention Curry has been in the worst three-point shooting slump of his career. It's actually pretty weird. But can Lonzo someday in his career match up with Curry's offensive production? Well, we saw the "a weakness is that boy hella ugly" comment. So let's see what the comment section had to say about his offensive game. I mean, it can't get any worse than that, right? Come on. Another Austin Rivers. Okay, so a rule of thumb is there's no such thing as can't get worse when it comes to YouTube comments. The retardation actually expands. At least they're not Facebook comments.
No, God!
Now, do you, let's go back to your Steph Curry. My son's going to be better than Steph.
Right.
If you could do it again, would you pull it back and say no?
And here's the thing, I don't pull anything back. Whatever I say, I say.
Let's steer clear of the cancer and put this simply. I don't think Lonzo can ever have an offensive season as great as Curry did in 2015. Now, it's not impossible, but again, Curry set those standards just ridiculously high. It was some of the most beautiful basketball displayed. Curry is also a tremendous finisher around the basket, but so is Lonzo. I've seen some people say Lonzo's finishing skills are kinda questionable right now, to which I say, just look at how he finished all over this lucky fanboy. Yeah, Lonzo has terrific finishing ability. And how much fucking protein are they feeding him? Anyways, we are eventually going to talk about Lonzo's shooting form, which apparently looks prehistoric. A weakness is he has to fix that T-Rex shooting form or he'll become the next Sean Marion. What the fuck? But overall, for now, offensively, the edge has to go to Stephen Curry. He can do just about everything on offense. He's a great shooter, finisher, passer, ball handler, and the attention he commands on defense is Ray Allen level. And again, he also gets bitches. This is something I was waiting to talk about. This shit always goes under the radar. Always. Most fans don't understand the importance of having a fucking teammate. There's a difference between playing with someone and being a teammate to someone. Oh shit, that was actually pretty deep. Lonzo and Curry are both excellent teammates. The way Lonzo treats his team and the way Curry took a backseat to KD with no questions asked, that's pretty impressive. If you were to ask, that's probably what I love most about them. These are the people you want to play with. These are the people you want to go to war with. Although, if your life's on the line, Steph Curry might miss a few shots. They don't mind sharing the spotlight. They don't mind picking you up when you're down. They don't mind taking a back seat. LeVar, you can learn a thing or two from your son. And this category is so much more important than people give it credit for. For example, if you take Duncan's legacy and break it down into fours, you go 25% rings, 25% consistency, 25% fundamentals, and 25% awesome teammate. You put all that together and you have 100% of Tim Duncan's career. Moral of this story? Don't be a fucking dick to the people who play basketball with you. Unless they wear these. Then just straight up don't pass them the ball. Unless it's towards their head. Let's talk about Lonzo Ball overall. Lonzo is someone I expect legendary things from. Just like when Kyrie went to Duke, I expected legend. Surely, he delivered. Lonzo gives me the same vibe. The dude is a winner from head to toe, except for maybe the face. But yeah, he had so much expectations going into UCLA and has balled out. He's humble, he's a great teammate, and a lot of cocky players rub me the wrong way. But Lonzo rubs me the right way. Yeah, I could have worded that better.
Changes, Mike, over the next 7 to 8 years.
No, for real guys, this dude has his head in the right place. He hasn't said a word even though LeVar Ball keeps talking, and he's a genuine A1 type dude. A few people want to see him fail, and I don't blame you because his dad has pissed off 90% of Warriors fans. But I think he's going to be a top 5 guy in the NBA someday, and he's easily the best out of the 3 ball bros. As for draft positioning, I'm not a GM or anything, but I think I'd take him number 1. Of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments or on Twitter. Okay, so the last video I made triggered a ton of people. So let me clarify. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, that's the thing. That mindset is more than enough for high school and college, but the NBA is a completely different beast. What's not broke in college could be completely fucking broken in the NBA. Seriously, if you guys think you're good shooters and were put in the NBA, you'd literally piss your pants at how fast the defenses close out on you. NBA defensive rotations are nearly perfect, and the defenders are longer and more athletic. In the comment section, you literally cannot name one shooter who is elite in today's league with a weird form. Seriously, this isn't hating on Lonzo at all. The truth of the matter is, we haven't come up with decades of shooting advancements and shooting fundamentals for NBA players in 2017 to be shooting like this.
Buddies! Dude, put that thing away. They're like children here.
This is what's insanely impressive though. Lonzo is a great shooter even with this form. Do you know how insanely good he would be if he had the classic elbows in, over the head high release? He'd literally be a 50% three-point shooter right now. I don't even know how many times I have to say I'm not hating on Lonzo, because I'm not. Think about it. Even for guys like Jimmer, Ben McLemore, Bradley Beal, and many others, it took an adjustment period to get comfy with the NBA three-point line. And they all had picture-perfect shooting form. NBA is different from UCLA. Lonzo's shot works now, but you don't think the Spurs, for example, are going to see that on the scouting report and try to take full advantage of it? Lonzo's going to be a great player regardless. But before we move on, to ensure you guys understand, and don't shit on me in the comments, here are a few examples of why proper shooting mechanics are vital. So out of the tens of thousands of jumpers Dirk has taken, he's probably been blocked 10 times total in his 19-year career. And I'm not even exaggerating. He shows the importance of a high release. What Dirk lacks in quickness, he makes up for in release height. This gives him the insane arc, which explains why he's probably swished more jump shots than anyone in league history. Now, when it comes to the beauty of the game, comparing anyone to Kobe is unfucking fair. But here we see the importance of having elbows locked. Not only does the ball travel in a straight line, the tighter and more aligned your elbows are, the further you can shoot from distance. If you combine a high release with proper elbows, you can knock off targets from 30 feet out. Seriously, let's take a fucking moment to acknowledge this man's jump shot.
Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
The Spurs faced off against the Oklahoma City Thunder last night, and Westbrook put a small dent in Kawhi's MVP case yesterday. but I think he's easily been a top 5 player this season, and for some reason isn't getting the love he should be for an MVP trophy. He started his MVP campaign the first game of the season, dropping 35 and blowing out the Warriors. Kawhi is now averaging 26 points per game, hovering around 50-40-90 shooting, arguably the most lethal wing scorer in the league, putting up a real fight for Defensive Player of the Year, has outperformed and beat all other MVP candidates 80% of the time, and the only team with a better record than his is the team with 4 All-Stars. That's a pretty good case. And Kawhi had a pretty average game last night, but don't let that distract you from the fact that he's easily having an MVP caliber season, and that the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead, and that Kyrie Irving thinks the earth is In realness, Kawhi puts motherfuckers in the phone booth. Just imagine scoring the basketball while you're locked in a phone booth. That's what it's like having Kawhi play defense on you. Kawhi's defense makes people look retarded. Speaking of retarded, First Take put up a poll a few days ago, and I'd like to do some shameless Twitter promotion. Is it fair to compare Kawhi Leonard to Michael Jordan? Well, as you can see, 21 people are cunts. Wait, that's not how the math works. Let's actually work out how many people are indeed cunts. So there are 10,853 votes total before the poll closed. You got 21% voting yes, so put up 10,853, multiply itself by 21 with a .0 in front, and you get 2,279. Come on guys, I think I earned your subscription on that one. Anyways, we got 2,279 cunts. Well, make that 2,280 cunts, because I too think you can compare Kawhi to Michael. You see, it all depends on your definition of compare. Obviously, Kawhi's career isn't even 1/100th of Michael Jordan's, but as players, are they comparable? I mean, hell, Kawhi is the most comparable to Michael Jordan player in the league right now. LeBron is obviously the closest to him in greatness, but his game is completely different from Mike. Kawhi is absolutely comparable to Jordan, whether it's scoring on the perimeter, badass demeanor, killing people with your jump shot, and absolute padlock defense. But you see what I mean, guys. If you do disagree, like I said, I'm one of the 2,280 cunts. So go ahead. And we've basically made it to the end. If you've made it here, it means you've been watching my videos for a while now. Or if you're new, I appreciate it so much. Follow me on Twitter to talk more basketball @Risky3. And make sure to go down and hit the like button, guys. Let's try for 500 to 600 likes. And leave me a comment on any questions, Lonzo versus Steph, LeVar Ball. I'm gonna reply to all of them. And yeah, hit that subscribe button. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Adios. Make sure to check out my last video if you haven't already, or just click on a random one, whatever you like. Enjoy, guys. Peace, peace.